This video is for any rappers looking for beats. By the way, not just my beats, because I know rappers get kind of confused when they see different names for different leases, like limited or unlimited, or basic lease, or track out lease, or premium, or silver, or gold. And that's all branding shit. That's all psychological mumbo jumbo wombology. But we have our own ways of doing things with this shit, as they can vary from producer to producer. So I just want to clarify that not all rights are the same for every producer. I just hate leaving these things unsaid. And artists watch a video like this, but they feel very confused when they are faced with the actual situation. But okay, let's talk about the differences between leasing rights and exclusive rights. Leasing rights gives you access to a beat. You can use it for commercial purposes, and depending on what the producer allows, on their website, BeatStars, Airbit, wherever you got that beat from.
Go for the jugular.
Alexa,
go for
stop. It might even say in the email what these are, these restrictions. They explain the restrictions. Yes, there are restrictions, but we'll get to that in a second. For now, the beat, it's an MP3 and WAV lease. MP3 and WAV are both audio formats. I'm trying to squeeze out these basics for any rapper who watches my other videos, and they're like, dude, what is this shit? I just want to learn how to be a professional rapper. I don't care about Tinder Plus and Jeff Bezos. The MP3s and WAVs are both untagged, so there's no producer tag, which, if you don't know, is that thing producers have at the beginning and or end of their beats. Usually the sound of someone saying their name. For me, it's myself saying my own first name, producer name, and artist name, and pretty much everything name. Sometimes the producer will keep the tag, sometimes it's an option, whether you want it or not. And I'm explaining all this because when I started selling beats, and people higher up were like, bro, make sure to tag your beats. And I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck do you tag your beats? Like, what does that even mean, bro? Do I like take a price tag or something and write $25 and tape it to a CD and put the beats on the CD? I really thought this. So here are the actual restrictions, other than things about what the beat is. That's the beat. Here are the rights, like a limit on how many sales. It's allowed to have maybe 2,000, 5,000, 7,000, etc. Or what it's to be used for, specifically, like maybe a music video, a mixtape, an album, a freestyle, etc. So the actual restrictions themselves are number-based. But even with sales, if you make that many sales, you'll most likely have more than enough money to upgrade that lease to an exclusive with the exclusive rights, which we'll talk about in a little. But sales alone are becoming less and less popular as streams take over today's global ocean of distribution. The beat leasing industry, let alone the music industry, is becoming very confused regarding all sorts of things like this and copyright law, even in a year like 2019, as the future approaches us. But for my beats, I have two different leases you can buy the rights to. There's basic and unlimited. Basic leases are what I just described. They have the restrictions, and unlimited do not, because it's unlimited. There are no limits. Now, what if an artist is trying to get on that exclusive shit? What if an artist wants to be the last artist to get that beat, ever? Well, in that case, they can buy exclusive rights, which are typically reserved for artists who are willing to pay a higher price. This is usually means of rights for artists who are signed, but independent artists, shout out my fellow independent artists, can and will buy these as well. And when they buy the exclusive right to a beat, they will be the last artist ever to purchase the beat. After an artist buys an exclusive beat, from me for instance, I delete it everywhere except my external hard drive, just in case they lose it. Exclusive beats also come with trackouts, or on a site if it says trackout instead of exclusive, it includes a trackout. What is a trackout? Well, every beat actually has multiple files in it. It has these WAV files, like I mentioned before. It's an audio format, kind of like an MP3, but higher quality and takes up a lot more space. But it's audio. A beat with multiple WAV files in it, it has one per instrument. The more layered beats actually have multiple ones per instrument. Like, multiple tracks per instrument. I would debate any producer, by the way, who doesn't know that much about this, about layering, is missing out on a lot of depth in their mixes. I mean, if you can layer beats and the finished product doesn't sound like fucking porcupine urine. But those are wave tracks. And when you buy a track out lease, or exclusive rights, or at any time it says tracked out, you will receive the individual tracks, their layers. And that's because if it's exclusive rights, it only makes sense for you to fully own the beat, even the individual tracks. Plus, and this is pretty big, a lot of the time, if you have an engineer, something that comes with that's really important, is the engineer's ability to mix the beat, that beat, specifically with your vocals. Sometimes you get a beat that's mixed or mastered all weird and shit, and it's too loud for your vocals to fit in. So this gives your engineer that space to really work with your vocals and fit them in all nice and cozy and like perfectly just fucking awesome. in the mix with the beat. Some producers, like yours truly, actually make custom beats for artists, where it's a beat made with exclusive rights entirely from scratch. And it's a boat that you get to steer. We just do the navigation for you. Not only that, but if you want to talk about anything other than a custom beat, here's the catch. If a producer has beats on their site, they may have sold at least one lease of any, if not all of the beats, and or even given some of them, if not all of them, away for free to generate leads for their email list. So other artists are using or might end up using that beat. The point is, to some extent, it will have been distributed to artists who aren't you. Now, I am an entirely self-produced artist, and that's the only reason I don't see anything wrong with these things regarding other artists and their use of beats. For any artists who do, however, custom beats are on the table. But if they are not as expensive as exclusive beats, I don't know why the fuck that would be the case. With exclusive rights even, if you buy exclusive rights to a beat, other artists who got that beat for unlimited rights, let alone limited rights, can, last time I checked, continue to distribute it. If you buy a custom beat, that's really exclusive. And it's tailored specifically to your taste. Regarding prices, if you are a rapper and you're looking for a basic lease, it's usually between $10 and $30. Unlimited leases are between $50 and $75, usually. And exclusive, like track-out leases, are between $300 and $3,000. I've heard as high as $10,000. Any rappers and or producers who find that this is inaccurate info, please fill me in the comments below. Let me know what I'm missing. Let me know any numbers or whatever. If you guys have anything you want me to talk about in future videos, please let me know in the comments below as well, and I'll give you a shout out if and when I use them. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. There are links at the bottom of the description to all my social media. Also at the bottom of the description, there are links to my new production kits, where you can find all the hardware and software that I use to make music and these videos. If you buy any, I get commission, which helps me build this channel and keep making the videos for you guys. I made all the beats in this video. If you want to use them, you can find each one in the description listed from first to last that's used, or find them at samuel.earth/beats. Make sure to leave a like if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already. If you could turn on that little bell to receive a notification every time I drop a new video, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me everywhere, and I will see you then.